What's your craziest high school confession?
One time, I gave a job in the custodian office.
To the custodian?
No.
That's cap. Who was it to?
To my friend.
You gave a job to your friend?
Yeah.
What about your boyfriend that was right beside me?
He doesn't know.
Weirdest gym interaction.
I feel for the guy, but I am proud of him. Give him a round of applause. Connor, you did a good job. It feels as though it's your first, maybe second approach, but you're gonna get better at it. Here's what I don't like. Women are actually recording the interactions they have with men. They're throwing it on social media to get likes, validation, clicks, views, hopefully to go viral. Even though the guy probably mustered up the courage, it took him a lot. He probably saw that girl for weeks, months, maybe even years, and said, you know what? I'm gonna muster up the courage and I'm gonna go talk to this woman. I'm gonna introduce myself. Yeah, it was kind of awkward, it was kind of rocky, but at least he did it. Something most women are afraid to do. This is why they throw you choosing signals. They look at you for a couple seconds and hopefully you come over and talk to them. And if you don't come over and talk to them, they say, well, where are the good men? Where are these guys that approach women? They don't approach women anymore. I'm tired of guys trying to bang me on dating apps. I want actual interactions. Well, guess what? You have some. But when men see these type of clips and these go viral, they're gonna say, wait a minute, should I actually talk to these women? I mean, I don't wanna be the next guy that's gonna be on social media, on TikTok for some views. I'm not gonna do it. So women like that are spoiling the pot for all these other women who want men to approach, who want an actual organic interaction, a good conversation. See, ladies, you're messing it up. You think it's so easy for men to just approach women and introduce themselves. It takes a lot. Most men are not naturals. Most men are not players. They just go out there and just shoot their shot. They see a woman and they say, you know what? Let me calculate everything. Today's gonna be the day I brush my teeth, I shaved, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, and they just boom. And that probably took him at least 3, 4, 5 weeks. He probably had to do a lot of different curls, say, yeah, I'm feeling good, and boom, he did it. And now he's sitting there like, man, you know what? That didn't go as planned. So I'm gonna wait like a whole year or two. I'm not gonna approach any more women. This is the mindset of most men. They don't necessarily like approaching because they see it as, you know, I might be a creep or it's awkward. Now, you women are reinforcing that don't do it because you're gonna go on social media. I'm gonna make you go viral. This is crazy. Guys, if you see a woman you find attractive, don't shoot your shot in the gym. Approach women somewhere else, in the library, at the bookstore, at the grocery store, at a department store, at the mall. Don't do it in the gym because these women are looking to make you go viral.
So you can't tell me about loving a black man unconditionally.
So
I done love the black man unconditionally.
But see,
I done love the
this
black
is where they
man
about
Poe.
to get
I
us,
done love
friend.
the black man Paul.
And this is where you gonna tag me in, friend.
I done love the black man that he didn't have nothing.
Friend, after this, you gonna let me talk.
She's meant it.
So please,
Okay.
please,
You finished?
please.
Off your
finished,
chest.
man?
And I did not try to change him.
Yeah.
I stood beside that man. I love that man.
For who he
I was
was.
there for that man.
But that
okay?
All right.
That
Let
Nah,
me get my one point in.
no, okay,
I
baby.
just got one point. I just got one point. That's it.
No, I'm ready to go.
It's fine.
That
She was there for that guy. She provided for him. She took care of him. She held him down. She did all these different things for a Tyrone, a Pookie, a Ray Ray, a guy who had no direction, who had no ambition, who didn't have a plan, who had no goals. He didn't know where his next meal was gonna come from. He was probably in jail, incarcerated, in and out. And these type of women, they pick those dudes and then they get frustrated and mad, get on a podcast and start letting loose. A lot of these type of women are in your comment section. They make videos on TikTok and talk about some all men are trash, all these guys are losers, but they didn't have any sort of discernment. They couldn't see that, you know what? This guy, he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a car. His license suspended. He's not going to school. He's not working on himself. I shouldn't give my body to him. No, these same females give unconditional loyalty to. They're there for these criminals, these guys who are no good. And then when things go left, when they don't materialize, when they don't go their way, they say, man, all men are just garbage, man. I'm so sick of these black men. And a lot of black chicks are like this. They're on these different social media profile accounts and they're just bashing men because they chose a loser. So many women don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to say, you know what? I chose a bum. I was a goofy girl at the time. You know what? I should have chose right. Then they get mad at all men. Then they say, well, see, look at all these dudes. Look at y'all trash dudes. No, you chose losers because he turned you on. He got you wet. He's laid it down in the bedroom. He gave you good pipe. And then you tried to change him, but it didn't work. A lot of these type of females, they become single mothers by these dudes. And then they want to get online and say, well, if you don't accept me and my kid and all my baggage and who I am, then you don't deserve me. Right. No man deserves to be with your drama, your trauma, and your issues. That's too much. Stay away from these type of chicks. They're not worth it. And they're everywhere. They're white, they're black, they're Hispanic, they're Asian, they're Indian, they're everywhere because they chose to chase a guy who was attractive. A guy who didn't care about him, a guy who was exciting and got him wet. And then when things didn't work out, when he didn't get a job, when he become this Prince Charming, when he didn't become a Russell Wilson, all of a sudden, I'm going to be bitter now. I'm going to make an account and just bash men.
So what's the most amount of boys that you have made out with in a 24-hour period?
Like 4.
Huh? 4. 4 guys in a day?
That's it. 4 that I remember, and then probably like another 8 that I don't remember.
How many boys have you made out in a 24-hour period?
Probably like literally 12.
12?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Vegas, honestly, behind me now. Vegas on her bachelorette.
On her bachelorette.
On her bachelorette.
Oh my god, there are just like no good guys out there. Everybody's terrible. Dating apps are the worst. Like every guy I meet is such an asshole. Like I just don't understand. Like I'm gonna be single forever because it's just so hard out there. You wanna know a secret where all the nice guys are? Yeah? Okay. Look around. They're everywhere, okay? They're the ones that you put in the friend zone. They're the ones on your dating app inbox that you've just ignored. They're the ones that have been repeatedly asking you out, but that you won't go out with because they don't make your stomach flip. Like that asshole traumatic guy that's unavailable, that's been stringing you along forever and that you can't let go of. So where's the real ownership that we have? It comes down to working on ourselves, getting over that toxic behavior so that we can see somebody for who they really are. Understanding that social media and the movies and everything has lied to you about what they believe a true relationship should look like. It's not as exciting as you think, but it can be secure and stable and wonderful. And there are amazing guys out there that would be a husband and a father and a friend to you. And you need to do the work so that you can wake up and actually see them.
Remember this quote, guys. For a majority of women, a good man is not their type. I'll explain. They want a guy who's unstable, who's mentally insecure, who has a lot of issues going on, who's in and out of work, who doesn't have a car, whose license is revoked. They want a guy who's parties a lot, who drinks a lot, who's up and down, who resembles chaos. He's loud, he's hyper masculine, he's ready to fight and brawl with anybody. He doesn't know where he's gonna sleep tomorrow. He doesn't have his own place. They like those guys because number one, they can control those dudes. And number two, those guys give them those roller coaster ranges of emotions. So when she doesn't get that text back from that guy, when she hasn't heard from him for weeks or months and he pops back up out of nowhere, women are like, ooh, I want that dude. That dude, it makes me feel good because these women don't have hobbies. They don't have a life. They are a black hole. So they need that whole field with some sort of drama. This is why they love reality shows. This is why they love romantic comedies because it gives them those ups and downs. It makes them laugh. It makes them feel so good. So guys, don't be sad. Don't be frustrated and say, man, I'm not that bad guy. I don't abuse women. No, you don't have to. You need to be yourself. Because being more productive, having a plan in life, having goals, having money to retire, having hobbies, having all these different things means way more than getting any woman, than getting some wet box. I'm telling you, in the long run, you win. These women will lust after you. They'll say, man, I want that type of guy. Where's that good man? I don't know where the nice guys are. Where are they? They're in your friend zone. They're in your DMs. Those are the guys that you rejected because you wanted to live it up and have a hot girl summer, have fun. You wanted that guy who had the beard, who was over 6 feet tall, who had all these different things going on, who was a womanizer, who was a player. Now that you've been ran through, you've been abused, you've been pounded out, you've been dug out by those dudes. Now all of a sudden you want a good man? Oh, I want a guy who makes 6 figures. I want a guy who has a lot of money. He has to go to church. He has to be good with family. Now you have this checklist. Why didn't you have it with those dudes when you were in your prime? When you were getting ran through in those college dorms. See, women don't want to talk about these things. They just want a good man when they want it.
Hola. No?
Hey.
How you doing?
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm on the phone with her.
Oh, can I change that?
No, it ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen?
No.
Why not?
I'm loyal, man. I can't do it.
You're loyal.
Yeah, it's real.
What does your girlfriend look like? I want to see. I like the.
She like 350 pounds.
Oh
Like
gosh.
4'11", beautiful.
I love it. Okay.